Hey guys, it's Miss Hogg again. Alright, so I have just had to film 3 videos today. 3 videos on a Saturday night. After I was up all day and didn't get much sleep last night because I went to Hot Hearts, which is a church conference that I know some of you went to. So, bear with me. Okay, this is my 3rd video. I'm a little bit tired. I may not make much sense, but we're going to try. We need to get through it. So I told you today that I was going to be teaching you a new method called foiling, and that's the acronym we use, F-O-I-L, when we are multiplying polynomials. So let me make sure I have the right answers for you. For these notes, I didn't have the right one, so I have to get them. Sorry about that. I think we're getting close. Yes, here they are. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Alright. So, let's look at number 1. Look at what we have going on here. What do you see? We see we have a polynomial here, and then we have a number on the outside here, a monomial. It's just one term. But it's multiplying, and it's outside the parentheses. So what do parentheses normally tell us? What have they told us in other units, like when we were working equations? What did we have to do there? We had to distribute. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be distributing this 3x squared times the 2x squared and the 4x. So when you multiply exponents, all we're doing here is we're multiplying 3x squared times 2x squared and then 3x squared times 4x. We add exponents, right? We know that. So 3x squared, let's do this first step first, times 2x squared, that's what this first one is. That's going to be 6, 3 times 2 is 6, and x squared times x squared, we add the exponents, that's x to the 4th. Okay, and then the second one we have here is 3x squared times 4x. So we have 3 times 4 is 12, and then x squared times x to the 1, we are just multiplying, so we're adding those oh, I told you it was going to happen. My mind just went blank. We're adding the little numbers to the top, which are exponents. Oh, sorry about that. X to the 3rd. Okay. So multiplying exponents, we add them. Alright. So now all we do here is we have a 6x to the 4th. That was the first term. Plus 12x to the 3rd. So what we're going to do here is we have to write our answer this way. 6x to the 4th plus 12x to the 3rd. And you cannot combine an x to the 4th and an x to the 3rd by adding. It just ends up like that. They're two different. They're not like terms. Okay? Alright, let's do this one. Negative 2x. So let's see if we can skip that step where we have to write them all out separately. Negative 2x times a 5x squared. Well, that's going to give us a negative 10x. Remember, we add our exponents to the 3rd. Okay, that's the first term. The second one, negative 2x times negative 3x. We're going to distribute that now. That's going to be plus 6 Negative 2 times negative 3 is 6. X1, x again, it's going to be 2 x's, make x squared. And then our last term, negative 2x times 1 is just negative 2x. So guess what? This is our answer. We cannot combine any of those terms. Okay? Alright, last one here. 7x cubed times 4x squared. 7 times 4 is 28. X cubed times x squared is going to give us x to the 5th because we're going to add those exponents. And this times the middle one. That's 7 times negative 2, which is negative 14. X to the 3rd times x to the 1. X to the 3 times x to the 1. We add those, we get x to the 4th. And then our last one. Okay, 7 times 3 is 21. And then we have just x to the 3rd. There's no x on that last one. So this becomes our answer right there. Now, that's multiplying a monomial times a binomial. Let's look at multiplying a binomial times a binomial. When we have two terms times two terms. Remember, that's not what we were doing the other day. The other day we were doing this. Today in class, we were adding and subtracting. You see here, adding and subtracting binomials. Well, now we're multiplying. There is no addition or subtraction in the middle. So we use a method called FOIL. F-O-I-L. F stands for first. First. Okay? O stands for outer. I stands for inner. And L stands for leftover. Okay, so let me explain what this means. Here's our binomials that we're multiplying together. We have x plus 2 and times x plus 3. So what I mean by first is you multiply the first two terms together. This is the first term here and the first term in this one. X times x. That gives us x squared. Outer means the two outside. Outside, x times 3. X times 3 gives us a 3x. Not an x to the 3rd, it's a 3x. Okay, then we have the inners. The inners is the two inside terms. This 2 and this x. 2 times x gives us a 2x. And the leftovers are the two that we haven't multiplied together. That's the last two. You could call them leftovers or the last. Okay. The last two is a 2 and a 3. So 2 times 3 is 6. Because we're multiplying this whole thing. Okay. So now, we have to put all these things together. We need to combine any like terms. Do you see any like terms? X squared, 3x, 2x, and 6? Well, we have two x terms. So we're going to combine those together to make 5x. Okay? So now we have x squared, 5x, and 6. X squared, and this is a positive 5x, so we're going to put a plus sign. And then positive 6. And that is our answer to multiplying those two. Okay? Alright, so let's practice FOIL again. First, x times x is x squared. Outer, x times 5 is a 5x. Inner, 1 times x is just an x, or 1x if you want to put that. And then we're left with the last, which is just 5. 1 times 5 is 5. So we can combine our 1x and our 5x. That makes a 6x. Then we have x squared plus 6x plus 5. And that's our answer. Let's do an example with subtraction. We'll do number 6 together. And then I want you to do, ooh, this one's going to be good because it's subtraction and, no, we did. It's just a subtraction and this one and a multiplication, and this one just really doesn't really affect what we're doing except for this makes this a -3 and a +6. So you still follow the same steps. Then I'm going to want you to do, after 6 for homework, I want you to do 8 and 10 for homework. Okay? So let's go ahead and do those first, these right quick. So x times x is x squared. X times 6 is a 6x. Enter. Oops. Yeah. -3 times x is a -3x. And then last. -3 times 6 is a -18. So we look here and see there's usually 2 terms in the middle that we can combine, the x terms. 6x minus 3x is 3x minus 18. Okay, I want you to see if you could do 8 and 10 for homework. See what you get for those in class tomorrow. And I will see you there. Woohoo! We made it. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys.